Hello friends, you're welcome back again to our class. Today we are going to look at some logarithm questions. If you look at this question, you can see how it is. We are to find the value of y. I'm going to solve this in two different ways. Okay, starting with, I can say, okay, solution is the first thing. Of course, you cannot solve a mathematical question without solution. So this is the solution. What do we do? Now, you remember there is a law that says that log a raised to the power b can be written as b log a. So if this power can be taken behind the logarithm, that means the one behind can be made the power. So I'm going to do that. So if I have the log, this is going to be written as log 4 raised to power y minus 1 base 10, while this is log 16 raised to power y base 10. So from what you can see here, we have applied this law of logarithm. Okay, so if you look at this, since both of them are logarithm of the same base, the log can be eliminated so that it becomes an indices. 4 raised to power y minus 1 is equal to 16 raised to power y. Okay, having this, if you have indices in this form, what you are to do is to make this the two arms of the equation to have the same base. Since this is 4, 16 can be made to be 4. So this is 4 raised to power y minus 1. Y 16 is 4 raised to power 2. Of course, there is y here before, so it's going to be 4 raised to power 2y. And since now both of them have the same base, what do? We strike out the base so that we are going to have y minus 1 is equal to 2y. Of course, from this point, we can simplify it. So if we make this 2y to cross over, we have y minus 2y. If we make this 1 to cross over, it becomes plus 1. Okay, y minus 2y will definitely give us minus y equals 1. If minus y is equal to 1, it therefore implies that y is equal to minus 1, and we are done with that. Okay, but I'm going to solve in another method. Let's look at this other way so that you can see the varieties and make your choice. Okay, instead of moving over what is here to become the power, what do? We can decide to say divide both sides of the equation by y so that the ones that are having log will be the same side and the variables will be on the other side. So we're going to have y minus 1 divided by y log 4 base 10 equal to y log 16 base 10 divided by y. So I divided both sides by y so that this y will strike this y, and this is what we'll have. You can also divide both sides again by log 4 base 10 divided by log 4 base 10 so that this will cancel this. And what we now have here is y minus 1 over y. You can see that y at the right hand side we have log 16 base 10 divided by log 4 base 10. Okay, and you remember there is a law in logarithm that says that if log a base n over log b base n, since both of them have the same base, can be written as log a base b. Okay, log a base b, ignoring the base of both. Now you can see that these two have the same base 10. So we can actually say that y minus 1 over y is equal to log 16 base 4. Okay, eliminating the base, and then you have log 16 base 4. So having this, from our law of logarithm as well, we also have that we can also write this as, okay, since I have used this law, I can claim it from here. So what we now have is this. We have y minus 1 over y to be equal to log 16 base 4 can be written as log, since 16 is 4 raised to power 2 base 4. Okay, and then this is y minus 1 over y is equal to these two from the first law that I wrote here in the first method I used. These two can come behind so that it becomes 2 log 4 base 4. And the law of logarithm says that if the logarithm of a number and the base are the same, the logarithm of that number is 1. That is, log a base a is 1, log 4 base 4 is 1. So we have y minus 1 over y equals 2 times 1, which is 2. So 1 can now 2 over 1 cross multiply. We have 2 times y, have 2y. Y minus 1 times 1, you have y minus 1. So if we move this y to this side, it becomes 2y minus y equals minus 1. 2y minus y is y equals minus 1. And you can see we have the same answer. See you next time.